Good morning, everybody. This is Miss Cindy from Lighthouse Best Program. I am just checking in with you guys. This is our video for the week, and this week we're going to be talking about personal safety. It's always important to keep yourself safe, which means not answering the phone if you don't know who it is, or maybe not giving out personal information when you do answer the phone. That's really important. And when we do our Zoom meetings, make sure you're not putting personal information on there, which would be your phone number or your address or mom and dad's phone number, something like that. We don't want to put those on the Zoom meeting. So, but you should know your phone number and know your address. So be practicing that, okay guys? Be practicing that at home. We're going to actually laminate, you guys, each card that says your phone number and your address on it. And we want you to practice it so that you know it. That way, if anything were to happen, you would know how to get a hold of mom or dad. And you would know your address to tell a police officer or somebody that could possibly help you. Okay, and then, but we also don't want you talking to strangers. So we don't tell strangers our phone number. We don't tell strangers our address, okay? Unless it is somebody there to help you. I know you won't know every police officer in Bakersfield. So a police officer, it's always best to find somebody that's wearing a uniform. Like even if you're in the grocery store, look around and see somebody that's wearing a uniform that looks like they work there. Like a Walmart person wears a blue vest. And you'll be able to tell if that's somebody that works at Walmart, and that's somebody that might be able to help you if you happen to get lost from mom and dad. So make sure that you're always safe about who you talk to. So that's what we wanted to talk about, was talking to strangers. We wanted to make sure that you guys are safe. When you're at home, maybe some of you guys are old enough to stay home by yourself. And so maybe you're at home watching TV and you hear somebody knock on the door like that. What should you do? Take a minute to think about it. What should you do if somebody knocks on the door? If you're not expecting grandma or grandpa or one of your friends or your aunt and uncle, then you need to go look out the window, if you can do that without being seen, and say, do I know this person or do I not know this person? If you don't know that person, don't answer the door, okay? Make sure you keep your doors locked and don't answer the door unless you know them. If it's somebody that you know, then you can open the door. But if it's somebody you don't know, then you don't want to answer the door, okay? And then we're going to move on to crossing the street. I know some of you are able to go out on your own, and like I know a few of you that ride your bikes, things like that. So if you're out in the neighborhood and you leave your area of where your house is at, say you leave your driveway, you want to make sure that you're looking around. You look both ways. You look to the left, are there any cars coming? And you look to the right to see if there are any cars coming. If there are no cars coming, then it's safe to cross the street. But if you see a car coming, you always wait. Wait until that car passes, and then you can cross the street. So I want you to be safe with that. Say you go to the grocery store with mom and dad, or whoever you go to the grocery store with. When you get to the parking lot and it's time to get out of the car, always stay in the car and wait for mom and dad. We don't want you guys to just pull up real quickly, jump out of the car, and possibly get hit by a car. I want you to be careful and safe about it, okay? So watch your surroundings. Watch what's going on around you. Maybe wait for mom and dad to come over and open your car door so they know that you're safe. I've seen a lot of times little kids or young people get out of the car and they just, as soon as you're parked, they open the car door and they get out. You have to be careful to make sure that you're not going to get hit by a car or anything like that. So I want you to be careful with that as far as being safe. A lot of you have your own cell phones. So if you have a cell phone and somebody calls that you don't know, should you give them your personal information? Like should you say, hi, this is Cindy Clement. Should you say, oh yes, this is my phone number. this is my address, this is where I live. Should we say that? No, that's not a good idea. Okay? If you don't know who's on the other end of the line, who's on the other end of the phone, you can just say, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested, and you just hang up the phone. Okay? And then, same thing goes when you're on the internet. You know, sometimes you're on Facebook, and a lot of you use Messenger to call me, or you're just chatting with somebody online. You have to make sure you're very careful about who you're chatting with. I know some of you use Snapchat, and up until recently probably use TikTok, and maybe some of you are still using TikTok. But you have to be careful with who you guys are talking with, okay? Some people you won't know, and it's just not safe to give out your personal information. And I want to make sure that every one of you is safe. I want to make sure that you don't accidentally give out some information that you shouldn't. So just be safe when you're on the internet. If mom and dad allow you to, ask them to put parental controls on it so that you know what you're doing is safe, is a safe thing to do on the internet. Don't ever send pictures of yourself. Don't give out your phone number. Don't give out your address. Just stay safe, because I want to see every one of you back at Lighthouse soon, okay? And I think we already talked about it. We're going to learn our phone numbers and our addresses. And also, if you are at home and you do have a problem, and mom and dad can go over this with you guys, but if there's a problem, there's somebody at your door that you don't know, or maybe somebody's hanging out around your house that you don't know, and you can't get in touch with mom and dad, you can always call 911. And by calling 911 and you tell them your emergency, and that will put you in touch with a police officer. And the police officers are our friends, and they will come out and they will help you. Okay? And then I just wanted to give a shout out to a lot of my kids that have been participating in our Zooms on Friday. And I really want to see everybody participating in Zoom. Zoom's fun. We have a good time on that. Sometimes we have some funny stuff happen, but I would like to say thank you to Jacob G, Jacob E, Andrew, Chrislyn, Lexi, Sarah, Daniela, Caleb, AJ, Alex, Jesus, Logan, Everest, and Daniela. Well, I put Daniela on there twice. Must be super happy to see all of you guys. But I just want to say thank you for joining in on the Zoom, and make sure that you do it every Friday, okay? Miss Tanya's sending out the links, and every Friday we have a Zoom meeting. And that's just until we're back in program, which I'm hearing a little bit of information that we might be getting to go back into program pretty soon. Okay, so anyways, I love you guys. I'm glad to talk to you, and make sure you watch the video. Make sure that you get on the Zoom. Love you. Bye.